Alright, guys. Let's do this. This is my very first time playing a Crusader Kings game in general, ever. So I have no idea really what I'm getting myself into. But this game was free on Game Pass, so I thought I'd check it out. And I heard people were actually really liking the third installment of the game, so let's get started. Alright, deep strategy game of dynasties and intrigue. If you are new to the world of Crusader Kings, we strongly recommend you play the tutorial. Well, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. In the tutorial, we'll play as Petty King Murcod, a ruler in Ireland. Okay, could try that. I know this is a strategy game, but there's also role-playing elements to it, supposedly. Alright, you're a medieval ruler. Land is yours for the taking through clever marriages and diplomacy, or by the way of the sword. There's no one way to win Crusader Kings, only different ways to enjoy the story that unfolds. Okay, cool. So we use the WASD keys to move the camera across the map. Great. You could also move the cursor to the edge of the screen. Okay, press home to take you to the realm capital. Oh, cool. Okay, so here, home. Okay. The zoom in and zoom out, use the scroll wheel. Great. Different information is displayed at different zoom levels. If I zoom in more... Oh, okay. Whoa. God damn. Okay. Crusader Kings spans over hundreds of years, and many generations. Right now, time is standing still because the game is paused. Got it? Sometimes you will see blue highlighted text like this. So this means you could hover over your cursor over the words for more information. Perfect. Some of these words can lead to other highlighted words. To continue, place your cursor over this highlighted text. Boom. Hover over the highlighted phrase inside the highlighted text tool. Neat. Okay, cool. Oh boy, here we go. Big menus. Alright, now let's talk about the game. Everything takes place on the map before you. The world consists of large and small pieces of land, each belonging to someone based on their titles. The title is essentially a certificate of land ownership. I see. The smallest unit of land on the map is the barony. Baronies are organized into larger areas called counties. Counties de jure belong to a duchies to a kingdom, and kingdom to an empire. Got it. Titles are represented by icons with elaborate coats of arms, like this one, I guess. The icon representing your realm is set by your primary title, which is the most important and prestigious title you hold. Ruler's primary title is the highest ranked title that they identify most closely with. Okay. Oh, right here. So I got two titles and a claim. Two titles? Oh, cool. If you click your character portrait highlighted in the character view, the borders of the realm capital will light up. Outside of that will be the borders of your entire realm. Munster is your primary title, which is why your realm is named after it. Got it. You also hold the Earl of Thomond. It's a separate title. Yes. As a ruler, you can only hold so much land on your own. You will often have other rulers helping with the administration of the realm by holding land titles within your borders, making them your vassals. A vassal is a ruler who has sworn fealty to another ruler. Okay. The vassal provides their liege with levies and taxes, their obligations, in exchange for protection. If a vassal's opinion of their liege is low, they may join factions or scheme to replace their liege with someone else. Okay. To find your own land, your domain, press the home and zoom in. Once closer up, you can see a blue label on the baronies that belong to you. Right. Oh, these, I guess, right? Alright. The Earl of Ormond is held by your vassal. Ormond. Where's Ormond? Ormond. Vassal. Right here. Got a vassal in here apparently. Okay. You are playing as one out of many characters in this world, represented by a character's avatar. Your character is the ruler of a realm. That's me. I rule this realm. You will need to make sure that your dynasty survives and thrives throughout the ages. Your titles give you the power and control over territory and other characters. Okay, click on your character. Characters have skills, indicating that they're proficient within a certain field. Some are great talkers, while others prefer to make their intent clear on the battlefield. Let's see what we got here. Diplomacy is a skill representing a character's ability to charm, negotiate, and persuade. Diplomacy directly affects the opinions other characters have of you. It is also used to further diplomatic schemes. The corresponding lifestyle is the diplomacy lifestyle. Right, martial skill indicates how good a character is at waging war and leading armies in battle. Stewardship is a skill that helps rulers manage their domains. It directly increases taxation, making it a very useful skill for all rulers. Intrigue is a skill representing a character's ability to understand and manipulate other characters and to organize elaborate plots. Learning is a skill measuring a character's literacy and wisdom. The learning skill of a ruler affects the cost of increasing crown authority and also yields an amount of monthly piety. Wow. Oh boy. So these are my levels of these skills here, I suppose. Characters also have traits. Characters' traits describe their personality, quirks, deeds, and state of being. Traits can have many effects, but many affect the skills of a character. Some traits tell you about a character's personality, like fickle, calm, or generous. Other traits are specific to how a character has lived their life, such as your education trait or commander traits. You are. So I'm temperate. Okay. Wrathful, impatient. From this you can see that your character typically lives a modest life but expects others to do so also and is quick to anger when they don't. Okay, when a character chooses to behave against their personality traits, it causes stress. Wow. Okay. Stress measures a character's mental well-being. Characters gain strength when taking actions that conflict with their personality. Characters who gain enough stress will also gain a stress level. Wow, just like real life, huh? Can you die from stress? No, but you'd have mental breaks. That's awesome. Traits can also impact how other characters react to you. Some people are impressed by the brave trait, while a lustful character is more likely to more likely to feature in salacious gossip. All characters, yes, all, have an opinion of one another, which drives their behavior. Low opinion can cause people to rise against you or be unwilling to help you. High opinion can, on the other hand, make characters more inclined to join your murder scheme. Scheme. It's scheme, right? Yes, murder scheme. Why am I saying scheme? Or fall for your seduction. Okay, who's this? This is my son. Brian MacMurcod. Brian? Your son and heir. He's an irrational lackey. Cool. Alright, seems like he likes me though. Plus 50 because I'm his father, so he basically has to like me. To help you further your goals, you will need gold. Among other things, gold pays for buildings, armies, and bribes. Gold is collected passively from both your holdings and your vassals as tax. Let me reread that again. Gold is collected passively from both your holdings and your vassals as tax. Larger vassals and more important holdings tend to give more tax. However, money is not all. Certain things can only be achieved by spending the right amount of prestige, or, for more religious matters, piety. So we have 1,000 gold, 600 prestige, 250 piety, 117 renown, 624 total soldiers. Your prestige tells us how respected you are. It can be earned over time by holding lots of titles, for example, or actively, such as by marrying into prestigious dynasties or fighting as an ally in wars. Whenever you earn prestige, you build towards your next level of fame. Higher levels of fame make other characters think better of you, and bring powerful ways to wage war. Oh boy. Some actions cost prestige, like declaring war. These allow you to leverage your celebrity for your own benefit. Piety. With a lot of piety, you will also have an easier time interacting with your head of faith. As you are Catholic, this is the Pope. Piety can be gained passively from the learning skill and from virtuous traits, or actively from choosing to do religious things such as going on a pilgrimage. You also have a level of devotion, which builds over time whenever you gain piety and can have positive effects of your character. Similar to prestige, some actions require you to spend piety, like declaring holy wars. Great. Lifestyles. As well as traits, your character can also pick a lifestyle. There are 5 lifestyles, one for each skill. Lifestyles represent what you put the most effort into day to day, and each one has several focuses inside relating to it. Every focus gives you a unique bonus and makes events associated with that focus more likely to happen. Click on the lifestyles button. Oh. Wow. Click on any lifestyle to see its focuses. Holy Schmidt. This is intense. Wow. As time goes by, your character will earn lifestyle experience for maintaining a particular lifestyle. When you acquire enough lifestyle experience, you can select one of the lifestyle perks from any of its trees. Perks represent you practicing and developing yourself over time, and other unique bonuses like special traits or unlock lifestyle. Okay. I don't want to do diplomacy though. Oh fuck. Wait. So I have the most in martial. I don't really want to play martial in the tutorial, but whatever, I'll do it. I have to pick a lifestyle focus. Like, luck can win in a duel, a fool can win in a battle, it takes more to win a war. I mean, I'm down for this. It does seem more difficult and less straightforward than these two. I'll do it. Rules to make all the aspects of a realm move in unison and work together. Sure. Now, having selected a focus, we can move on to other people. If you're new to the game, interacting with other characters is key, and you have many options to do so. You can right-click on a character portrait, including your own, to get a list of potential interactions such as arranging a marriage or initiating a scheme. This is also where you start wars, but let's try something else first. Open your character view. Right-click on your heir's portrait to see the interactions available. Right-click. Okay. Let's start with the basics. Everybody likes gold. Try sending a bribe to your heir. Heir. A bribe my son? Okay. Send a gift? Oh yeah, send a gift. So I'll get plus 10 opinion. I paid him 50 gold. Well done, you've successfully increased somebody's opinion of you. Certain opinion modifiers last forever, like family bonds. Others will wane over time, like the fading memory of receiving a monetary gift. If you hover over your cursor over the opinion number on another character, you can see exactly where the various numbers are coming from. Is it due to a marriage alliance, a gift of gold, or something that they appreciate your honest nature? There we go. Plus 50 because he's my father. Converted partition, converted partition. Okay. Next, let's talk about your dynasty. As the game goes on, unless your character meets with an untimely accident or terrible disease, they will grow old and eventually die. The story doesn't end there, it's only game over if you do not have an heir to your own dynasty. As long as you have an heir of your dynasty, your legacy will live on. When your character dies, you simply start playing a new one, the player heir. Depending on the type of succession your realm has, this is likely to be done by one of your children, perhaps one that you groomed into the role of a ruler. Your dynasty has its own coat of arms, which is currently highlighted and can be clicked on for more information. Boom. So this is my dynasty, huh? Okay. Succession laws determine how all titles and resources are divided between the heirs when a character dies. You currently have only one heir, but let's take a look anyway. Open the realm view on the right side of the screen highlighted. Okay, realm view. So many menus. Impact the succession. Jesus. As a member of a dynasty, you also have renown, obviously. Shared by everyone in your dynasty, renown goes up whenever anyone in your dynasty gets prestige, and reflects how infamous your character is rather than just you. Making significant strides in your renown will echo down the generations for your descendants, slowly increasing your level of splendor. Jeez, level of splendor is a measure of how famous a dynasty is. As the dynasty head, the most powerful member of your dynasty, renown will allow you to unlock dynasty legacies that will benefit all of you. Wow, unlike prestige, renown remains after a character's death. To view the dynastic legacy of a dynasty, click on your shield. Okay. Marriage. To ensure the future of your dynasty, you need family members. It helps if you are married, but we cannot promise that you will marry for love. Yeah, back in the day, people didn't love each other very much. It was all about that land. Let's get married. For unmarried characters in your domain, you can set up marriages or betrothals by right-clicking on the character and choosing Find Spouse or Arrange Marriage. Right-click. Find Spouse. Choosing Find Spouse opens a list of potential spouses. They hail from courts all over the world. Choosing Arranged Marriage also opens a list of potential spouses, only with people from the court of the character you clicked. Your character is visible on the left because this marriage needs your approval. Whoever is the liege of the other spouse will appear on the right side, as the union will need their approval as well. Arranged marriage can be useful for matchmaking between your courtiers. He's an unlanded character who serves a ruler in the... Okay. Alright. Now find a spouse more. Okay. There are many factors to consider when choosing a spouse. To help you out, there is a filter available for sorting. Among things to consider, there are alliances, skills, personality traits, expected fertility, and more. Some traits are congenital. Right. So if I'm balding, my kid can also have the balding trait. Or if I have cancer, maybe? I don't know. You can change your selection by clicking the Clear Characters button in between the characters you are setting up. Okay. When you have selected two people for your marriage, you are presented with the details of the union along with additional options such as having the marriage Matrilineal. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, get married. Select a spouse for your character and click send proposal. Got some pretty high numbers here. 9, 10, 5, 10. Pretty good. 20. Wow. Wait a minute. It's like 1,000,000 women. Is this for real? Holy moly. Wow. Okay. 1,000. That's unreal. I mean, I don't know. Probably not the best idea, but I'll just do this. She doesn't seem that great, though. She's also 31. Agnes Wetton is feeling fine. Hmm. Huh. Um. Hmm. Well, I think I will go for... He's a claim on the Kingdom of England. And it had potential alliance. She's only 21. She's cynical. She's gluttonous. Although she is forgiving. Countess Margaret Edward Totor. So our monthly piety will go down by 20%. Version cost. Just wait. I'm just gonna pick her. Whatever. Okay. Chance of children medium. Okay, I don't know how they know that, but what is a hook? A hook is a general term for a relationship between characters where one can get the other to do their will. Weak hook, strong hooks. Used to force through many interactions, for example, marriage proposals and feudal. Okay, all right, well, just do that. To the amicable petty king Murcad of Munster, I, Margaret, gladly accept your hand in marriage. May Saint Bridget bless our union, my amicable husband, signed, Petty Queen Margaret Edward Otor of Munster. She has a 69 giggity approval rating of me, I suppose. Excellent. May you live long and happily together. For this tutorial, we recommend that you use Find Spouse for your son as well. Okay. Hello, son. Let's find you a spouse. I don't know what to do. How old is my son? 18. She has no diplomacy whatsoever. But she has decent intrigue. She's 25. She's wrathful. Arbitrary. And vengeful. Wow. What a human. Let's not do that. Some of all skills. I should have done that for me. Oh well. She seems nice. She's only 16. She's deceitful. Okay. She's forgiving, but she's also content. She doesn't provide anything to me in terms of claims or titles. She's intimidated. Is intimidated by your dreadful reputation. Fearing you, she is less likely to oppose you directly. Excellent. I lose 200 prestige because she has nothing. She's like a peasant. Aw. She's a lowborn. I mean, whatever. Greetings, Petty King Morcott of Munster. You've won this season of Can I Marry a King's Son? She went through the whole process here, a reality TV show, and this is what she won. A lowlander with nothing to give other than what is on her back and the personality in her head. Cool. Well, we'll see how that goes. Family is important. The player heir will always come from your dynasty and most often from your house. In the future, it won't hurt to keep an eye out on your family and their line of succession. Depending on their succession laws, you might end up inheriting titles from your relatives. Not everyone in your dynasty will be landowners, but every plot of land on the map has an owner. Sometimes that owner is you, sometimes it's one of your vassals, and sometimes it's another realm entirely, many of whom also have vassals. Most titles are structured together in a pyramid-like fashion using title tier: county, duchy, kingdom, empire. Every tier belongs to a title one rank up the chain. Every county is technically part of a duchy, every duchy is technically part of a kingdom, every kingdom is technically part of an empire. There are many dynamic names for these titles, as well as your current ruler is in charge of a petty kingdom, which corresponds to the duchy tier. There are also barons, the minor rulers of single holdings beneath counts. Jesus. Baronies are the lowest ranked titles and have the smallest footprint on the map. A county is a title ranking below a duchy and above a barony. You say technically because, as Crusader Kings lets you play with history, there is no way to guarantee that a king is actually in charge of all the titles that his kingdom is supposed to contain within its borders. We call this title hierarchy de jure. De jure. Most titles are considered part of a higher level title de jure by law. The holder of such a higher level title always has a casus belli. This sees control of its de jure constituent titles. A cause of war. Hard to declare war. Okay. My god. Okay. Change to the duchy titles map mode. Huh. Over here. Duchy titles. Okay, so this is the Munster Duchy. Connacht, Ulster. Okay. The de jure title of Munster consists of 3 counties. Their names should be visible on the map. Thomond, held by you. Desmond. Okay, hold on. So, 3 counties. Their names should be visible on the map. Thomond, which is held by me. Desmond, held by a neighboring ruler, but that's not me. And Ormond, held by my vassal. That's why it's in the blue. Okay. These counties are made up of a smaller piece of land called baronies. It's on the level we find your holdings. So, like, is this a barony? This is a barony, barony. Holdings provide different levels of taxes and levies, as well as buildings that you can construct and upgrade depending on your holding type. It is not very important what you build right now, but we suggest you start by upgrading the bastions and curtain walls. Okay, the little town of Lumniach. Okay. Bastions and curtain walls. Okay. Well done. It'll take some time for the building to be ready, though. Lumniach wasn't built in a day. Every holding provides taxes to their holder. If that holder is a vassal, it will also pay taxes to their liege. Taxes provide you main income of gold. Okay. Interesting. So I make this. My income, 2.2. Is that per month? Per year? Did it say? Okay. Great. Okay. As a ruler, you are likely to be the liege of at least one vassal. These rulers within your realm who have sworn fealty to you. Liege means like king. I'm the ruler of a vassal. The vassals call me liege. These are rulers within your realm who have sworn fealty to you. Vassals supply you with money and soldiers. It is possible to be both a liege and a vassal at once. Open the realm view. Okay. Here is your list of current vassals, along with some additional information about them. At the top of the list is the ruler of Ormond, whose land you can see on the map. This is an earldom, a county tier title inside your realm. Okay, so I've got Earl. I got Earl Ragnvald Sigtrygson. Very, like, Swedish. And Mayor Dolgus of Innis. Okay, he's the ruler of Ormond. Correct? Okay. Plus 31, plus 9. What is this? Powerful vassal. Okay. Name is him. What is this? He's intimidated. Okay. Great. It's worthwhile keeping your vassals happy. This keeps them out of schemes and factions against you. No matter how mighty a ruler your character is, if your realm unites against you, either to depose you through war or just to murder you while you sleep, your reign is bound to be cut short. Okay. There's a limit how many vassals you can controllably be in charge of before your realm becomes unwieldy. Going beyond the vassal limit affects taxes and levies provided to you. This doesn't matter with the tutorial, but when you start to build your own kingdom, be mindful of growing too fast. If you end up exceeding your vassal limit, you can grant lower ranking titles away to... Wait, if you can grant lower ranking titles away to your vassals, sometimes you can create new or higher tier titles. Your realm is the complete body of land and titles that you own, including the areas held by your vassals. Right now, for you, this means the counties, called earldoms due to your Irish culture, of Thomond and Ormond. Thomond and Ormond, this is my realm here. When domain is used, we are instead referring to the land that you own personally without vassals. Thomond. Okay, this is my domain. I rule this 100%. No one's helping me rule this. Okay, got it. Some things that happen will only affect your domain, while other things will impact your entire realm. Okay? Makes sense. Note that there's a limit of how much land you could hold personally before you start incurring penalties. The domain limit up here, 1 out of 5. When you go above your domain limit, it can be a good idea to use the grant title interaction on characters you are friendly with, making them your vassals. As you have no spare titles to give away, you cannot currently do this, but you would otherwise find it in the character menu, visible when right-clicking on a character. Okay. Managing a realm is a lot of work. As a ruler, you have the help of your council. These can be either vassals or members of your court, and they act as your trusted advisors. There is one corresponding to each area of skill. Married rulers will also have their spouse assisting them. Counselors can be set to work, and they all do different things. You can change a counselor's task by clicking on the bottom near their portrait in the council view. Being a counselor is a prestigious position. Powerful vassals will expect to be chosen for it and will be unhappy if left out. Okay. I can pick this? Bishop William Amount. Religious relations. Or okay. Did I do it? Oh. Okay. Counselors can be set to work and they will all do different things. You can change a counselor's task by clicking on the button near their portrait in the council view. Okay. Schemes are long-term goals aimed at another character. They can have hostile goals like murder or abduction of your target, or be more wholesome, such as the befriend scheme. Open the intrigue view. Schemes are long-term goals aimed at another character. They can have hostile goals like murder or abduction of your target, or be more wholesome. Got it. Inspect the schemes. A hostile, personal, discovered. Okay. A good time to use a scheme might be when you find the line of succession not being as clear-cut as you'd like. One way to go ahead is simply remove the competition, quietly and with no witnesses. Murder schemes come with the risk of discovery. If your attempt goes awry, it will make your character unpopular. The sway scheme is made for increasing the opinion someone has of your character. Let's try it. Okay, open the council view, highlighted. Council. Right-click on your court chaplain, the bishop. Right-click. And sway him. So, 60% chance to sway. If successful, his opinion will increase by 25. Wow, he's a -4 right now. What a bastard. Okay. Expected time to complete. Scheme 22 months. Every month there is a predicted chance of 44% to progress. Okay. Excellent. Once set in motion, your scheme will slowly progress over time. The time before a conclusion is reached will vary depending on its success chance, which can be affected by relevant skills. In this case, it is affected by your diplomacy. Well, I don't have that much diplomacy, so let's see if this works out. Open the intrigue. Check the schemes tab. Okay, here we go. Got a scheme going on. I don't think this is going to work out. 60% doesn't sound very good to me. Sometimes schemes can rise to secrets. If you catch someone trying to commit murder, it's probably in their best interest to make sure you keep it quiet. You can also blackmail them to gain a hook. Hooks represent a favor you can call in with a particular character, encouraging or forcing them to do your bidding. As you play, you'll find many different ways to gain and use hooks. When you start playing, experiment with it. Okay, inspect hooks and secrets. Okay. This weak hook can be used for a number of things. One is to increase the obligation set by the feudal contract you have with your feudal vassal. Access the menu for changing your feudal contract. Go to your vassal list in the realm view or click his portrait to modify feudal contract. Okay. War is an essential part of Crusader Kings. There are a lot of concepts to cover, but for now let's touch briefly on some of them. So the most important thing in any war are the battles, which are fought by armies. Most of your soldiers will come from levies, but you can expand your army by employing men-at-arms. If things are getting really tough, you can hire mercenaries, provided you have the gold. Okay, open the military view. The most important thing... Okay. When a war starts, you'll be able to raise your armies from the screen via the Raise All Armies button. Okay. When the war is over, you'll have to disband your soldiers before starting another war. To start a war, you'll need a legitimate reason, a casus belli against another ruler. There are various ways to obtain a casus belli. You might have de jure titles that make you the rightful liege of your target. You might inherit claims, or you could pursue holy wars against nearby infidels. Although these are the most common, there are dozens of different types of casus belli for you to discover and use as you play. The easiest and most straightforward ways to acquire claims is to use fabricated claim on county. Soon we'll let you unpause the game. There are just a few things to go over first. Firstly, it's important to know that there are 5 different speeds available for you to play at. Press keys 1 to 5 easily to switch between them, and you'll be able to pause or unpause the change of pace whenever you want. Secondly, for certain important events, the game will auto-pause for you. There's nothing wrong with playing at lower speeds, increasing the speed when things are quiet, or slowing it down when you go to war. Generally, we recommend you pause the game when you inspect menus or when you are faced with tough decisions. To start the ticking of time, unpause the game using the spacebar or clicking the play button. These will let days, months, and years go by. Armies told to do so will move, events will occur on screen, letters will be sent, and characters will age. Now, as a first task, let's remind your neighbor, the Earl of Desmond, who his rightful liege truly is. If it happens to expand your realm, so be it. Using the character interaction system that we went over earlier, selecting him via the map, declaring war on the ruler of Desmond. Declare war on the ruler of Desmond. You should already have a valid casus belli, as his title is de jure, a part of your realm. How do I know I have the de jure liege title? He has an inferior army. It will cost me 100 titles or prestige. Okay. You have successfully declared a war. Next, you shall rally your armies. A button has appeared at the bottom of your screen to help you, but you can also do this from your military view. Wherever your rally point is, that's where your army will gather and await your instruction. You'll have to unpause the game, press the spacebar for your army to gather more than a handful of men. Okay. Raise all armies. To move your army, left click on the army. Okay. And right click on the area you want them to go. Perhaps the enemy capital barony? Okay. In order for your army to cross water, it will embark, turn you into a fleet. For now, let's stay on land. Okay. Now that your army is moving, it is probably heading into battle with enemy forces. This can be a head-on encounter with other armies or the start of a siege. Battles will happen automatically if two hostile armies cross paths. Similarly, sieges occur when an army is on an enemy holding. This is a good time to unpause the game. Oh, I forgot. We have a wedding to celebrate. With my marriage to Petty Queen Margaret, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of it, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Okay. Of course I'll collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. Tax the bastards, you know? I want my people to pay for my wedding. You're not invited, but that's besides the point. The encounter of a battle between two armies depend on a number of things. The number of levies both sides have, which, if any, men-at-arms either side is using, the commanders involved, and even the terrain you're fighting on. Okay, let's see. So I have 627, he has 271. What is this? 18 in your favor. Your damage is increased by 36%. Why? Because I have a commander, leading own soldiers, never backing down, rough terrain expert. Okay. Elite quality. 10 knights. So I'm a good commander, okay. I see. So I'll unpause it. See what happens here. Slowly dying. Excellent. Your army is attacking an enemy holding. Click on the highlighted icon, the spearheads, to find out how it's going. You need to win sieges to win most wars, as they increase your war score. To get an idea of who's winning the war, you can always look at the war score. Ah, there it is. Is this it? Where's the war score? This is, the war score. Here we go. Very good. Here it is. All wars end in one of three ways: victory, white peace, or defeat. The exact consequences of any of these changes depend on the casus belli used. Cool. Alright. So the siege is lasting 7 months. Okay. Got it. Your forces captured Mayor Elbrain of Baltimore and 2 others after winning the Battle of Desmond. Okay, that's cool. What can I do with that? Okay, that's a thing. Oh, it's just maybe the things that are happening are down here. probably. Okay. Okay. Well, alright, yeah. Whatever that means, I'm not entirely sure, but... Catholicism's fervor decreased by 10. Prince Archbishop Gebhard lost 1 level of devotion. Is he part of my thing? Or is this just like what's happening in the world? Excellent. Your war score is 100%. You are now able to use enforced demands on the enemy ruler. Right-click on the character and select Offer Peace, or click on the war score to open the same menu. Okay. You gain the contested county. Perfect. Earl Muridoc MacCarthack of Desmond. He became my vassal. Allies share 400 based on their contribution. Increases his opinion of his allies based on their contribution. Spends 40. You gain 40 fame. Okay. Congratulations on your victory. You have now experienced what it is like to make it through an essential part of the game. From now on, we will stop the tutorial lessons appearing. You will, however, still be able to get some advice if you open them when they pop up on screen. In this advice, we'll elaborate on the most important things you encounter. Great. My liege, blessings upon you and your house. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Fantastic. I don't think you have much choice. So be it. Oh god, what is this? 7 issues? What? Okay, there are many things you could do now that you have dipped your feet in the essentials. Crusader Kings is about setting your own goals. If you want a suggestion, we recommend you try to become the King or Queen of Ireland. War is not the only way either. Okay. I will take over Ireland. I already have about a third of it, I would say. Encyclopedia has many concepts and terms that you can learn about. If you find yourself wondering about a game concept, you can open the encyclopedia. Cool. Alright guys, well, we'll end it here. I could officially call this the tutorial video of Crusader Kings 3 of my Let's Play. So in the next video, we'll continue this campaign and see whether we could take over the rest of Ireland through different means. So until then,